Hi everyone, welcome back again. So today I'm going to sort this drum back out again. Obviously the LERNEX Pro now, it's been in 3 days, so it's all, looks like it's all gone. There's nothing left in there anymore. No minute bits, nothing at all in there now. So I'm going to put the drum back together so I can get these tanks start cleaning again. Obviously the LERNEX Pro is his powder stuff, so obviously it needs diluting a bit. Then a few days after it starts to go. Some people do it about 48 hours I found out and stuff, so I've left it 3 days just to make sure it has disappeared, like all going out the water. There's no little bits or nothing like that, so it's going to do its job and get rid of these flukes out of here. But the fish are looking great again. Well, they were a minute ago, just turn the bubbles off again. So I'm going to show you now, turn you around and show you exactly what bits and bobs we're doing. As you can see now, we're all hurled up in this corner again. Obviously, can we turn the air off and turn the rubber pump off behind me, so the noise has changed a little bit, you see. But yeah, I'm stirred a little bit, but they're all coming up for food again. So I'm going to feed them again today. Well, this afternoon, get the drum together first, and all bits and that really, so they're doing fine, not a problem with any of them at all. So I haven't seen them chaffing or nothing, rubbing against the sides or nothing like that. I've been watching them, standing here for a good 3/4 of an hour or so, trying to stand in the corner just watching, see if there's anything different, but hopefully these flukes are gone here now. But next few days, well, wait till 7 days after, for a few 3 or 4 days, and just make sure there's no flukes on these, but if there is, they'll give it another treatment again in a week or so's time. But see how we go with these. I'll turn you around now. So I'm going to get the Draco drum up and running again today. Obviously it is working now, it is bypassing through all here. So just turn the air off as well, so the air's not bubbling away in there in a minute, because it's dead noisy. So the pump, what's up here, that one there, just turned it off. That does both of the air systems and stuff in here, you see. So what I'm going to do now, take all this again apart, all this bit, undo these again, get inside here, where the bypass plate is at the back, as you can probably see. So you can see the water now. Let's change the, put a light on so you can see a bit. The bypass is working at the back there still, but there's not a lot of crap in there, so it's not doing too bad. So I've not been fed on for nearly probably a week now, so there's not a lot of food gone in, so there shouldn't be a lot of bits and everything inside this drum now. But saying what I'll do, I'll take this apart now here, take it here, have a quick look, work out how many times it washes and stuff in the next day or so. Hopefully it'll go down. It's usually about 30 minutes, every 30 minutes this kicks in, but it'll probably be now every 10 minutes or so, getting all the rubbish and everything out of here. So what I'll do, take this apart, get that plate, this one, get it back in there now, and get this back up and running. And there we go, there's all the nuts off here now. Take this apart, that'll come off nice and easy, that's not too bad. It will come off in a minute, a bit awkward with one hand. In there isn't that bad actually. Not much crap gathered up in there, so it's not doing bad. So I did take it off the food for 7 days. This other drum here just kicked in now. A bit noisy at the minute. It's not done bad at all really. That's after 3 days. You can see going for the better bypasses now. There's not a lot. Put it all in there now. There's another koi tooth as well. You can see at the bottom. Some more there. Grab that out as well. But that's doing that, I think. That'll do. Right, let's get this plate back in there. Well, turn this round and get it back on. As I'm just turning it now, you can see you've got that little tooth there, little koi tooth. So you can see now the crap built up on here. That's not done too bad at all, that, so I'm well happy with that really. See the grime and everything building up. So once I get this plate on here now, see if I can go again. As you can see, that's halfway there. There we go. That's it, let's get that plate back on there. Don't struggling around. Let's sort it out. So there's the bypass plate back on again now, so I can start this working again. I did nearly have another flood again as well, just. So obviously I took this off here, turned that off down there, but I forgot to do that again down there. So I nearly did, just had to turn it off quick as I can. But saying that's back on now. We can start getting some food back in here, so the beneficial bacteria can start building up again into the system here. But saying that wants a good cleaning now, so let's get it all back together, all these bits and pieces, and there we go. It's all back together. I'll turn this valve here first. Turn this one back on. Turn this one back on down here. I should start filling up again. And then put the motor back. There it is. Undo that. And that should start turning. They go a bit brighter now, just going to put the light on there. Put my torch on, should I say, on the phone. You can see it doing its job. Obviously you can't see the crap coming out of here. It's going straight down the chute there. It's doing its job, cleaning it off. That's the worst bit now, this bit, get soaking. Right, let's turn this pump back on, over here. Back on. 98%. And there we go. That's doing its job, cleaning it. It's definitely filled up again, past the float switch there. In a minute that should turn off itself. Well, that's working. And the water's just starting to come back out of the shower. Come back out of here. So another couple of days time. So the drum will start doing its work again. Start cleaning it all off. Get any bits, what you can see in here. So there's not a lot of bits in here. Obviously I stopped feeding them before I did the treatment, you see, to make sure there's not a lot of food gone in here, so there's not a lot of waste in that, you see. You see little bits. This one's a bit clearer up to this side. You see a bit better because the lighter food, you see. So it's a bit better. So in a few days time, all the bits and everything gone out of here. Well, wave my hand about, speaking of fish now. So I'm going to top up a little bit. Obviously it's dropped down a bit on here. Obviously empty the drum out, put it in here, put it down. Not a lot really, probably about less than 10 mil. So I'll top it back up in a second. The same what I do. I get the food. In a minute I'm going to show you what I'm doing with the food as well. So what I've done with the food as well, so I put so much in, same as you've got some of this bucket here, not this one, put it in there last night, put that in, and we've got the Vita spray from Colombo. Obviously it's got additives in, extra vitamins and stuff, just to boost the system up a little bit for them, for the fish, for the treatment and stuff. Well, you can use it anytime you want really, you don't have to use it for the treatment. So that's what you're supposed to do, 100 grams, 7 sprays, 7 mil, for 100 grams, and put it in there. So what I did last night, put it in there, sprayed quite a bit in there. I'm saying that's all the for there, if you've got to pause it, that's what we do with it. All the bits. Obviously put it in there, just give it a couple of sprays. Well, don't need to give it any more sprays now, it's had sprays last night, like, so showed you a couple of sprays then. You can see it, stain the sides, that's the colour of it. Just good additives really for the fish, helps with the immune system and getting back to normal after you've treated them and stuff, you see. We're saying there's miles too much food in there for these. So what I do, feed the rest of the fish and that, you see. With that, saying use that in 24 hours. Onto there, like it says on this, on there. But just helps with the immune system really. Just helps the fish, improves it, improves immunity. There's all the multivitamins in it. Restores condition. So you can use it anytime you want. You don't have to use it for, obviously after you treat and stuff, but it's a good way of doing it really. So I'm going to start using it. Probably start using it in all the food actually. Just add a bit into it the night before. But there we go. So I'm going to feed these fish in a bit. When this water's topped up, I'll come back and show you. So all these now, just come up and feed in. Just put a bit of food in. A lot of them coming up, all the big ones. All the small ones are just up as well. And you'll see now, turn the air bubbles back on. Obviously everything's back to normal again, so they're getting confident again and getting some food down them. So in a few days time, this should be nice and clear. So there's bits still in here, but not a great lot. They're saying the drum is doing a cracking job. Well, obviously the drum will do a cracking job, should I say. But saying there's not a lot of crap come out of here. It's 21 minutes after, and the drum started kicking in, so there's not a lot of crap and stuff in here because they've not been fed for a good 7 days or so. But every fish in here, all coming up for food, as you can see. All nice and active now. So give them a few days to start topping the feed them a bit more. Obviously, could be feeding twice a day. Just Vita spray and stuff to get them boosted up a little bit, get the immune system working again proper. But the LPRAX and the LERNEX is doing its job, but the LPRAX has done its job. Obviously the LERNEX now, just time will tell. So I'll give them a scrape another week or so, just to make sure really. But doing bang on, well happy. So this will be up and running back to normal in a few days time. And give it a scrape. So I've just chucked a bit of food in for the babies as well. So it is soft still, so obviously the fish will break it up. But so I am going to grind some up in a minute as well, so the smaller ones can get it in here as well. But other than that, these are doing perfect in here. Can't fault these fry now. not a thing got on, so I did do a scrape the other day again, just to make sure. And they're all doing good in here. Well happy with these. So now going on nicely. What I do is start make some space in other tanks and stuff, moving these around so they can grow on even better. But other than that, they're doing perfect in here. Can't fault these fish at all. The other drum's just kicked in. Make a bit of noise in a minute. You can't hear me probably. But saying other than that, these fish are doing bang on really in here. Well happy with these little grow ones. Saying that was 2 weeks ago, so I've not had a chance to put a video up or nothing lately. Just been crazy busy. Work, fish, doing all this, not had a chance to do anything else to get anything up. Obviously what I'm going to do, I'm turning around a second now, show you these fish, which are absolutely doing cracking now. Loving it. LERNEX is done. LERNEX has been put in. I put in another dose in a week or so ago as well, so it's had 2 doses of LERNEX now. So I did find another 1 fluke on there, just a little baby one, so I thought, right, let's get onto the LERNEX again and get rid of it really, so these fish can be nice and healthy. Let's turn you around now, I'll show you these. Just chucked a bit of food in now, so there it comes to the top. So the fish are well happy, well healthy, all back to normal, how they should be. Obviously we didn't see before, obviously they weren't flicking, nothing like that, I couldn't see anything. I stood here sometimes for a good half an hour to an hour, watching over them. Didn't see no flicking at all. Obviously as soon as I walk through that door, obviously the first thing you're going to do is come for food. So he's doing banging on here, not a problem with any of these. Crazy. So what I've done now, I'll turn you around. As you can see, got a little Wi-Fi camera set up on here. So what I'll do, I'll show you a picture of it now. In a minute, I'll actually, when I go in the house, I'll go onto it, get the Wi-Fi, do a screenshot for you. Good little camera, 33 quid that cost me. Straight onto the Wi-Fi, straight in here, absolute bang on, can't fault it. Looks over these, just sitting there at night time, I've got a quick look at them, have a quick look at the cameras and see if these are flicking or anything like that, but does the job. I'll show you that camera footage now. As you can see, it's not 100% perfect quality, but you can see all the fish, see anything moving, see anything scratching around at the bottom. Obviously, now and again, my filter's packed up a bit. Sometimes in here, if the drum gets stuck, now and again, it stops working. Days do day, you see. So obviously, now and again, if I'm away or anything like that, away for the day anyway, packs up, tell the missus, go in there, push the button, do the cleaning stuff like you see. But, can't fault it. LERNEX has done the job, Alpex has done the job. Got rid of the pesky trichidina and the flukes, all gone. These fish, nice and healthy, as they were before. Not a problem with any of these now. So the LERNEX, Alpex, for me, it's done the job. Got rid of them all, and that'll be me. So as you can see now, the fish are bang on in there. Trichidina, Childenella, Costia, fluke, I've got nothing in there now. Obviously I put the Alpex in a good few weeks ago. Put it in, got rid of the Trichidina, Costia, Childenella, which it gets rid of. They're all gone. Doesn't go with the fluke. Obviously, you've got to use the LERNEX Pro. Well, I use the LERNEX Pro. Done the job in here. So I put that in 2 weeks ago, the LERNEX Pro. So it's 2 weeks after now. So I put that in the first 2 weeks. Then, and last week I put it in again, 7 days after. Only because I found a small baby fluke, you see. So I thought, right, let's knock it on the head. Get rid of the fluke once and for all. This is this week. Give them a scrape again. I'm not big on them. So I'm well happy, really. It's done the job with them. Got rid of any parasites, back to normal, well, back to normal to say. We've got the camera up there now, you can see if they are flicking or anything like you see, so we can watch over them again any time of the day, night time, sitting down or something, press the button there, watch them for 10 minutes, see if there's any flicking, flashing, anything like that really. But instead it can get obsessive, so now and again just put it on and start watching the fish, it's just crazy. So £33, best I've spent, like, well, nice little bargain, so why not? That's up there, anytime I want, Wi-Fi signal, bang on. So the LERNEX is done, Alpex is done, and the fish back to normal. Well, back to normal, we didn't know before, did we? Obviously, couldn't see, walking here, all the fish want is food. Can't see no flicking or nothing like that. But only because I bowled them up a few weeks ago and checked them over, given them a scrape, and I found a trichidina and stuff, you see. But that's done now, they're all sorted. No flukes, no trichidina, no costia. Fish, well, I could see the heat back up and getting grown on again, really. So I'm well happy with that. So that's it for this one. So those that are already subscribed, do appreciate it, and thumbs up if you don't mind, and hopefully we should see you in the next one.